Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to the channel, and thank you so much for stopping by. Today, what I have for you guys is a brand new GTA 5 Online video, and today on the show, we're going to be going over all of the biggest and most major changes that Rockstar made to GTA Online with their brand new weekly update this week. We have a lot to go over. We have some money bonuses and discounts, but also some rare and removed vehicles that are featured back for a limited time that we need to discuss, plus some challenges and free rewards for players to participate in right here. One of the vehicles that I think players should definitely pick up is the one you guys can see behind me right here. So we're going to be talking about this one and many more. We'll be talking about their price points, customization, performance reviews, all that type of stuff. Checking out what you should buy, what you should avoid buying this week. Lots of different stuff. Let's jump in. Jumping into our bonuses this week, we don't have much in the way to talk about for bonuses. This is definitely sort of an off week, so if you're thinking of taking a break from the game, this may be a decent week to do it. We do have double money and double RP on the stockpile adversary mode that's returned to the game for a limited time this week. So if you go to Rockstar created jobs and you go to adversary modes, stockpile 1 through 7 will be paying out double money and double RP right here. Not only that, all G's caches are paying out double money and double RP, so you're getting that usual snack and ammo refill plus $30,000 to $40,000, because usually it's paying about $15,000 to $20,000 when you collect the G's cash. So we'll be talking about that tomorrow. All time trials in the game, whether they're weekly time trials or maybe even the RC Bandito and Junk Energy time trials as well. Rockstar just says time trials. Double money and double RP on those. And also, if you head on over to your car wash computer, if you own the car wash, all Mr. Faber work missions this week are paying out double money and double RP. Now, if you have GTA Plus, you're getting 4 times money. And at double money, I mean, obviously it's single money. These weren't worth playing for money. They were worth going through to just enjoy it and play the missions while they were new. Now, if you've gone through them, it may be worth checking them out at 2 times money, seeing how you feel with them, but you're not going to be making a ton of money. Maybe $50,000 to $60,000 at most if you drag out the in-game timer to get, edge out the most amount of money possible. But if you have GTA Plus, you could be getting potentially upwards of $100,000 to maybe even $120,000 maximum of 4 times money. So that is a pretty decent amount of money per hour. You could probably do 6 missions an hour, and that'll be $600K an hour, or maybe 5 missions an hour for $500K. So sort of on par with maybe like the Cluck and Bell farm rate if you're doing that, or something like the Oscar Guzman Flies Again quest line on normal. Obviously not hard, which I would recommend you do. It takes an hour and you get 750K, but either way, it could be worth trying Mr. Faber work. We will be doing that tomorrow to see if it's worth it, because I do want to see what the double money payout is, like actually going through the mission, playing at a normal pace. Also, by the way, the weekly challenge as well, this is probably why it's worth completing some Mr. Faber work this week at all. The challenge for this week is completing 5 Mr. Faber work missions that will take you an hour to do, but you will get 100 grand for that. So it's just, a little extra cherry thrown on top for a bonus if you plan on participating in it. Next, let's jump into the vehicle discounts. We have no property discounts this week, but we'll start on Warstock for some of the bigger aircraft discounts. So we do have the Rogue featured here. All of these vehicles are going to be 40% off. So the Western Company Rogue is $720,000 this week. The weaponized Tampa, the classy weaponized Tampa, this is actually a great vehicle to use in missions. It has no armor, but it's got a ton of weaponry options. You can get it for $1,264,830 or $951,000 with the trade price. Here is the Mammoth Hydra. You can get this for $2.394 million or $1.8 million with the trade price. This was obviously a great VTOL aircraft to use in this game, and it still is, but at this point, the Raiju completely outclasses it in speed, maneuverability, it has stealth, better VTOL, and like faster VTOL capabilities. I feel like overall, I would just get the Raiju. The Hydra does have, the one thing it has, the one advantage is that it's cheaper, and that's about it. On Legendary Motorsport, the Pegassi Zaruso you can get for $1,155,000. This used to be a rare and removed vehicle. It wasn't featured on in-game websites for a while, but it's now back and you could buy it. It's definitely worth adding to your garage. It's probably one of the top 10 or top 15 fastest non-HSW supercars, I would say. The Grotti Bestia GTS, $366,000 for 40% off. We haven't seen this one on discount in a while, so you might as well snag it. The Gallivanter Baller STD, $1 million. Get yourself 40% off an STD, ladies and gentlemen. On Southern San Andreas Super Autos, the Volcar Nebula Turbo you can get for $478,200. The Vapid Dominator GTX for $435,000. This thing is slow as hell, man, but it does look cool and it has good customization. The Vapid Ellie, while it isn't rare and removed or anything like that, right now you do get a great collector's car. This car has a lot of history in real life. $339,000 purchase price or $254K, as low as that with the trade price. The classy Draugr is going to be $1.122 million or $841,500 with the trade price, 40% off, the best off-roader in the game, probably tied for first place with the Canis Camacho. I feel like it comes down to personal preference. Some players love the Camacho, some players love the Draugr. I really love the Draugr, although I do love the styling of the Camacho. And we also have one more vehicle discount. It's an aircraft. I forgot to mention it. I don't want to miss out on it. It is the Western Annihilator. We actually have two of them. Jeez, I really messed up this time. The Western Annihilator is going to be 40% off this week as well. I can't even find it on this list. We do have two more vehicle discounts and aircrafts I want to talk about. So the Seabreeze is going to be 40% off. You can get this for $510,000. Plus the Western Company Annihilator. This is a $1,095,000 purchase price, 40% off for the Annihilator here as well. When it comes to your test drive vehicles at the LS Car Meet, we have some pretty interesting choices this week. So let's talk about one of the OGs, the Invitero Coquette. One of the faster OG cars here in GTA Online because it's got a ton of torque, so in a straight line, it's very quick. You may get a little bit of oversteer on this car sometimes, not really. I'd compare it to like a better version of the normal Dominator. The Dominator is going to be more likely to slide. But what I mean by this when comparing it to the Dominator is that both cars, both of these OG vehicles, they're rewarding and sometimes they can get tricky to drive for like a brand new player. But I would say, obviously, it's very easy to master this car's handling. And if you want to pick up your very own Coquette, it is $138,000. Next up, we have this Vapid Click here. I'll be honest, it's a mid-tier muscle car, but it is from the 1950s, got good speed and agile cornering. You get good suspension upgrades, so that's going to further improve its handling by a noticeable margin. Can't compete with top-tier muscle cars in the game, but you get a unique driving feel, enjoyable, good handling, and I think it's just a worthwhile choice for its price if you do want to pick it up at $909,000. I mean, there are also better options like the Coquette, but if you're into this body style, go for it. There's nothing wrong with this car. Also, this is the Dubachi Exemplar. This has fantastic handling and weight balance. It will outperform its rivals and its other, comparable Dubachi vehicles when it comes to cornering and control. Really good handling. In fact, it's actually probably known as the best handling four-door vehicle in this game, or one of the better ones, and it's also a favorite among performance enthusiasts, at least when it comes to some of those older vehicles. You can pick it up for $205,000. Here at Simeon's for the week and his premium deluxe motorsport car dealership and in-game vendor, let's check out the vehicles we have on offer. Starting off with the one you guys saw at the beginning of today's video. This is the Ocelot Lynx. Man, what a great car. It's got a ton of torque, really good acceleration. Top speed is just average. It also kind of understeers. It's a middle-of-the-road option within the sports class and category, and it also has a pretty steep price tag. Check this out, $1,735,000. There are better performing vehicles available that are going to be better for competitive racing at this price point, but it's still a sleek-looking vehicle, and I love the Ocelot Lynx. I love driving it. I think there's good customization options and things like that. Next up, this is the Western Wolfsbane here. You can get this bike for $113,240. Now, this bike, you just get average top speed. You get pretty good acceleration and good handling with it. And you also, I feel like, for some reason, if you go off-road with this thing, it actually has great control. You have almost better control on dirt roads than you do on the pavement. You don't get a ton of wheel spin or lose control. Pretty decent choice for just getting away, from a gunfight or something like that. Awful turning radius, and it's not very maneuverable at low speed, but at high speed, you can expect confidence riding this bike. Next up, the Pegassi Vaca. I feel like players are going to love this one for the week. This is another well-rounded vehicle. You get fast acceleration, very precise handling, perfect. Unlike the Wolfsbane, which isn't that great for maneuvering at low speed, the Vaca is. You can weave in and out and cut up traffic. You can get around those tight corners without, wiping out, crashing, none of that. You get a super stylish design, a little bit of wheel spin off the line if you just jam on the throttle, but I think this is a good choice for players who want speed, good control, and overall, at $240,000, you get great value with this vehicle. Next up, the Canis Bodhi. This is obviously Trevor's truck from the story mode. Respectable acceleration, decent top speed, nothing crazy. I mean, look, this is an old vehicle. It's based off the Kaiser Jeep M715. I'd just say it's a solid choice for off-road exploration. You get those floodlights on top, so that's good for night driving. Handles well off-road. Brakes really good for how heavy this thing is. Obviously, open side design, lack of a roof, you're going to be very vulnerable to incoming gunfire, so that's something that you definitely want to anticipate. And crash deformation's also pretty good, despite the front being all rusted out. And let me give you guys the price of this, $25,000. I mean, you might as well just buy it anyway. Next up, the Vapid Retinue. Very good handling and speed. Those are the categories I would say this car excels in. It's also really good off-road. It's got sort of like a rally livery or race livery to it. Super lightweight, balanced power delivery, retro styling, and that's going to complement its performance really well. For some reason though, like, it doesn't sit up very high, but I feel like it has a high center of gravity because I've flipped with this car a lot. Like, if I'm, you know, trying to drift around a corner and I catch a curb, I will flip with this car sometimes. So it's just a weird quirk you got to worry about. Or not really worry about, but just like if it happens, don't think that you're super unlucky. It just happens with this kind of car. $637,800 purchase price for the Vapid Retinue. At the Diamond Casino and Resort, your lucky wheel podium vehicle for this week in GTA is the Grotti Furia, which is a really well-rounded supercar. You get excellent traction, it's all-wheel drive, handling's fantastic, maybe a little bit of understeer at high speeds if I want to be nitpicky with it. Acceleration's pretty good in my opinion. Top speed isn't going to be anything to write home about compared to other cars in its class. It only reaches 122 miles an hour. But that being said, it's also surprisingly resilient if you crash with it. So, I mean, I would recommend you put armor upgrades on anything. But if you don't, you're not going to totally wreck the performance of the car. It's based on that Pininfarina Battista. Kind of a strange car name. Ooh, mystery prize? Wait, what are we going to get? A Benny's car. Tricycles race bike? Wait. I guess I'll put this. Oh, no. Benny's is my garage name. Okay, we got a race bike. I guess I'll just put it in my penthouse suite 3. Okay, we got a... I was confused. Benny's name was for my garage that I had named. I was like, wait, a Benny's race bike. Okay, it's too early in the morning. Anyways, don't forget about your visitor chips as well at the casino. At the LS Car Meet, your prize ride for this week is this beautiful Pegassi Infernus Classic, and you can win this car by completing the prize ride challenge, which for this week is placing top 3 in LS Car Meet Series races for 3 consecutive days in a row. Now, this car, as you can see, you get a super nice design. You get some sharp angles, aerodynamic curves. Honestly, it's got a lower top speed compared to the Turismo Classic. It also is a little bit heavier. It's also not going to be as agile, but the acceleration is the one saving grace about this car. Overall, I just prefer the Turismo Classic more, but this car will still handle the turns and twists effectively. Not much to say about it besides that, and it's got a nice, like, elongated shape. It's a sleek looking classic Lamborghini here. At the salvage yard in GTA Online for this week, here are the 3 vehicle robberies you can expect to complete for the vehicles to sell them, of course, to the docks. These are going to be available through July the 23rd, starting off with this Albany Cavalcade XL. This is the standard range vehicle for the week, featured in the Duggan robbery. Next up, this Bravado Buffalo EVX is going to be a top range vehicle for the week, our one of 2, and is featured in the Podium robbery. Then we also have this Pegassi Ignis featured here, another top range vehicle featured in the McToney robbery for this week. None of these are claimable. If you guys are watching on Thursday, July 17th, at the time I am making and posting this video, you can find the gun van location over here at Vespucci Beach. It's San Andreas and Magellan Avenue here in this alleyway. And let's check out the gun van stock and selection for this week in-game, because we have something decent here. We have the Tactical SMG, which is a gun van exclusive vehicle. Every player can get it for 30% off. We also have the Railgun. I always recommend the Railgun. It's going to be 40% off for GTA Plus members. Kind of before this, it was always pretty rare to see this. This and the Up and Atomizer. We haven't seen the Up and Atomizer in so long, and we usually don't see the Railgun, but now this is what, the 3rd week in a row, or almost 4 weeks in a row now that we've seen the Railgun featured here. So, like, you know, Rockstar, it's time to swap this out and add in that Atomizer for players. But we also have the Gusenberg Sweeper, the Vintage Pistol, as well as the Switchblade featured. With all that out of the way, we are going to be wrapping things up right here. So thank you guys so much for watching today's video. Make sure to drop a like if you guys enjoyed and you found the information helpful. Make sure to subscribe to the channel if you guys are new and you're interested in seeing more GTA Online content just like this. I upload every single day. Plus, I upload 2 YouTube Shorts and TikToks every single day as well. If you want to see some short form, rapid fire GTA Online news, tips, tricks, tutorials, guides, leaks, updates, and more. Also, feel free to check me out over on Twitch, Twitter, and Instagram, specifically twitch.tv/hazardoushdtv for GTA Online money grinding live streams. Would love to have you guys get involved with the community over on there. I'll see you guys tomorrow for the weekly update money guide, because even though this isn't the best week to make money in the game, we still have some good tips and tricks to share so you can optimize this week and be successful regardless of what we have on offer. So have a fantastic day. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Adios, amigos.